mai kai ke mai luna mai e. O nā mea huna no e au. O nā mele. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai e. E ho ano luna e pi ano lalo e hui ana nā mo ku e ku ana ka.
We are volunteers who are working for the preservation of the natural and cultural aspects of this coast, of this NaPali coast. So we're in here today at Nu'ololo Kai, which is a very special valley because of a wonderful project that we have here to rebuild the stonework, to restore some cultural practices. It started out as something really quite small, which was simply to map the sites that you see. But as we mapped and we cleaned and we cleared, we realized that there were more and more sites to unearth. Well, this site was totally overgrown up until just a few years ago. There were thousands of artifacts that were removed from this site in the 50s and 60s. We look forward to bringing those artifacts home to Kauai, to house those artifacts here, to interpret them here, and to just bring them home. It's part of restoring the wholeness of our culture. What we have today here is a group of students visiting from Kekula Kaiopuni. It's a Hawaiian language immersion school in Kapa'a. And they've come in on a boat that was sponsored by Brookfield Homes. And what the students and the Brookfield team are cleaning and clearing this canoe house site, which is the first site that we would like to begin to rebuild this summer. You know, whenever we come in here, we have magical moments. My experience today has been very good here. I don't think we've ever had a bad day in Nu'ololo Kai. We have always had just superb volunteer. Our teams have been very good, very compatible, very pleasurable to be here and to work with everyone.
You know, I might be biased, but I think all our sites should be restored, which I'm a real big advocate of. And what do people come to Hawaii for? You know, besides our beauty, and they need to learn or want to learn about our culture, and how do we preserve that is in preserving our sites. You know, and like I said, I'm a very strong advocate in restoring our sites on the very fact that I hate to hear people say, oh yeah, there used to be something here, but it's all crumbled. How would people feel about if our monuments in Washington, D.C. were all crumbled? If all the pyramids are crumbling. So I think it's very important as a Hawaiian, as a culture, to restore our sites. As we saw today, you know, the kids from the immersion school, if the sites are restored, the culture lives. Being invited here today through Brookfield and through Sabra and working with Kamehameha Schools, Kamehameha Investment, they had asked me to come to Nu'ololo Kai and just to observe what stages and what they had in mind as far as restoration. Like I said, it's a real honor. So I guess my role here is, you know, to see what the condition of the sites here, and you know, if it even was possible for a restoration process. And with Alan Carpenter on board, you know, state archaeologist, Sabra, and everybody involved, what I saw today, the condition of the site is in very excellent condition. All the alignments are there. They have, you know, very extensive studies that have been made of this place, and it's very much a possibility. You know, I feel it's important to restore all our sites, which is what I've dedicated my life to. And so I want to live here as a village. I think that's the way it should go. You know, as a living site. You know, not a tourist site.
So Jeff, we're really pleased that you could make it in today and to make the time to come in here. You know, we've been talking to you about this project for almost a year now, I think. Well, it's been just about a year, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And we're very pleased that you could bring in these young people today and your team and just to see this place. What are your impressions of it so far?
Well, I'm overwhelmed, one, because it's much more beautiful, and the things that you shared about the sacredness and the history and the very special places are until you've come here to appreciate the story, it completely unfolds in a much more magical way. So, one, I feel that's a gift to us as a company, just to have the opportunity to listen to the stories and for you to share and ask us to be a builder with you, or a rebuilder. So the opportunity for rebuilding and rejuvenation is going to be very, very important, I know, in this process. And one of those first areas you've identified for us to help you out on, and the people is actually something that's going to be very unique, especially with Billy's support.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for bringing Billy Fields in. Yeah.
It's kind of nice to see, himself from a craftsmanship and historical, the children here and all of that together. I think it's supposed to be that way. Young, old. That's it. Talented.
Multi-generational.
And pass on some of those things. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
You even got me going here.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, that's a huge gift to us. Yeah.
Ia te mole te tuku mai ia te moe mai po te pātamana mangara. Here, ave la, iri oela, o ali oela, o hainura. Ama o nano te ia o tukulani o tamaire. Ei noa no tamaire. Pai kalimu. Ue anu e uila ni ta pe auto na tuia. Tuia go. Uainu ke atua I nawalai. Mate onai nawalai. Tulo onai nawalai. Nawala mai onai nawalai. E ke atua